It's a very quiet day out here today, low cloudiness, kind of warm, not a bad day at all. And what I'm trying to experiment with out here, I'm going to do a demonstration I hope in a few minutes, but let me explain first. I have been operating on the safe assumption that you get more velocity if you throw above true sidearm level. So in the last several months I've been doing a lot of stuff with what I call the 930. If this is true 9 o'clock, then of course a little bit above it is 930. And as I got into that further and further, I started wondering what's the best way to use the leg kick. And I'm trying not to do any wrap around because that tends to lead you to throw over your body if you come from a low arm angle. And I mean, you hear different things from different people about whether or not that's safe in terms of health, but it certainly doesn't help your velocity. So I'm trying to go straight to the play, and I kind of blundered into something like what Kirby Yates and other guys do. And speaking of blundering, I don't know how exactly I got into thinking of submarine pitching in this context, but this is where I am now. And it's very interesting to me because when I was doing submarine videos several months back, I was going through so many different contortions. I was tying myself into 10 different kinds of pretzel, trying to find the most powerful release into the plate. And this is just so, I mean, it's so simple, it just makes you want to slap your head and say, why didn't I think of that right off the bat? But it was because I was doing this Kirby Yates thing with a 930 angle that it occurred to me, well, why can I not do that from the submarine angle? So what I'm going to try in my demonstration, and don't tell me that this isn't going to work with runners on base, because I already know that. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just trying to get the most velocity out of it with, say, the bases are empty, but I'm going to, the back leg is going to start behind the rubber. It's going to be like this, and the ball is going to be over my shoulder somewhat, along with my leg. And here's what may surprise you. It kind of surprised me. I'm not going to come forward with both of them at once. This seems in some way counterintuitive, but I'm going to lead with the leg. And it's still taking me a while to get the balance of this right. Because when you bring the leg forward first, in a kind of a kick, everything kind of wants to fall over. But I'm not going to have the leg lifted for very long at all. I'm immediately going to pump it. I'm going to kind of kick myself in the tail almost, if I can, and then whip the bottom part of the leg out toward the plate as I drive forward. And somewhere along the line, of course, as the leg pumps under the body, that's when my upper body drops. And I also was quite a while wondering how I could get the most out of my forward arm, and I kept trying to bring it back so that that could fire forward along with the leg. But I don't think that's necessary. The leg is giving enough drive, and if you try to do something fancy with the left arm or the lead arm, that's just it just fouls me up. It gets my timing messed up. I think the main thing for the front arm to do is just to go toward the plate and keep you on target, because with this kind of delivery, accuracy could be a problem. So the main thing that this arm does is just keep me on target, and the lower body is going to provide enough power. The really cool thing about this is, since I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not stepping toward third, I'm not throwing over my body at all. I'm just right to the plate. And if I get enough drive, I give a little hop at the end, which I think I said in a video long ago. That's a good sign. That shows you got a lot of velocity, a lot of power going toward the plate if you give that little finishing hop. And the fact that I'm hopping right toward the plate shows that I am going in the right direction. So let me see if I can do a few of these in a demonstration. I'm going to break this video and do another short one. But this is just to emphasize, this is as if you were, say, a third baseman, and you were coming in to make a play right on the line and scooped it up and threw like that. This is a very, when you think about it, a very natural throw. The big challenge was how to get to that from a stationary position on the rubber. And this is the best way I've ever devised to do that. Again, it's just so natural. Having difficulty imagining why it took me so long to get to this, but I'm getting really, really good velocity out of it.